Good morning everyone, I'm in a Volkswagen E-Caravelle and today we're gonna do a long distance trip. Well, long, I think it's 330 kilometers, but this car at 110 has around 200 kilometers of range, and today it's raining and it's a normal day, we have traffic, so I'm gonna be slow. I will charge twice. I will go to the charger Ionity Neumarkt, charge there and then go back, but on the way back, since we're not charging to 100%, I have to charge again at a different Ionity. It's 1 degree today, it's gonna rain the whole day. I have the heat on. It was freezing this morning because of being wet. We'll see how it goes. Already navigated there. It planned a charger. So cool. I didn't even know we can do that, the navigation, but I don't think I will need it. Consumption is as it was in my range test, 31 kWh per 100 kilometer, even 30 right now. So we should make it. I started with 96% at the highway. I still have 76 kilometers to go and have 82 kilometers of range. So a bit 5-6 kilometers margin, and you would say, what the hell, you can't do that? That's not enough. But when I started, I had over 10 kilometers less than what I needed. So it's balancing and it's going into something that it works. But I'm driving in eco mode. I'm driving 108 to see if it's better, just to be sure. And I have the heat on 22 instead of 23 degrees and stuff like this. All good. I think it should be fine. I arrived here with 14%. I'm charging. I should charge to around 75% or so. I have to do my route. I do it via Android Auto at Google Maps, because here it always wants to add a charger, and you can turn that off, that it doesn't add a charger. And I cannot even show you my consumption right now. I can't switch around. So I have to show you when we drive again. But it was 32 kWh per 100 kilometers, something like this. Do you want to charge for free? Of course you do. What a stupid question. How can you do that? With Encharge. Encharge is an app. You install it on your phone, and when you are at a charger like this, you rate the charger. You say if everything is fine, is something broken, is it dirty, can you charge there with a trailer attached, are there toilets, can you get food and stuff like this. And Encharge gives you kilometers and stars, and these you can exchange for charging credit. And now, feature in France and Germany, you can use the app itself to start charging at a charger. Amazing. Use the link in the description below to get 20 kilometers to start with. I put my charge limit to 80% and it tells me it needs another 19 minutes. We'll see how the range is at 75%. I think I need 130 kilometers, something like this, maybe 140 to be safe. You can see the car outside a bit too. It stopped a bit raining. Oh, look at it. Another 10 minutes to charge. Yeah, the charger was all full. Now there's just us two here. And I saw him, he's gonna come soon too. And then we're going soon as well. And by the way, it would help me a lot if you would like this video and maybe subscribe. So many viewers are not subscribed and they don't notice if a new video is uploaded. I charged to 75% like I said, and now I have 110 kilometers to go and 132 kilometers of range. So totally fine, no eco mode, heat on a normal temperature, everything is good. We'll see. And so cool in the infotainment system that I have Google Maps in Android Auto, and it shows it here where the normal map is. It shows everything. And here's the music from Android Auto. That's so cool. So the normal map is gone because I'm navigating in Android Auto. And in my cockpit, I see that in 108 kilometers I have to go off the highway, but it doesn't tell me how long it will take and what the total distance is. Already used 5%. And by the way, it was 160 kilometers to get there and 32 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, like I said. I have 41 kilometers to go and I have so much margin. I drove 113, then 115 and now even 120. Consumption went down and I have 29 kilometers of safety, so no problem. I could drive a bit faster, didn't have to charge that far. Weird. One thing that I have to say though, this range display, it changes so quick. So if you drive 20 kilometers an hour slower because of a truck passing or something, in 30 seconds the range changes up or down. It's incredible. Or when you go uphill, instantly it changes. And on the way to the charger where I had not a lot of safety, this was stressful. Arrived here with 17%. I only need 60 kilometers of range, so I will charge to 90 kilometers range or so, or 80, so I can get home. And I'm getting 125 kilowatt, even at 22%. When I plug in under 10%, it goes down to 70 kilowatt at 17% already. So cool, that's the stuff. Yeah. Car drives great and it's extremely relaxing when you only go 110, 120 because most other people are driving that speed, only trucks. And this guy here is parking, even though it's an electric car, not charging. Like there's no parking spaces everywhere. I mean, the whole thing is empty. But it's really relaxing driving with that speed. And it's quieter in the car also when you just drive 110 or so. I liked it. And if you want to know what's happening behind the scenes, I started vlogging on my third channel, Behind the Battery. So everything that happens around the car, or if I get new info about something, really awesome. Subscribe and watch. I charged to 49%. When I got into the car, it was already 48. I have 85 kilometers of range, have 58 kilometers to go home, and to our exit where we stopped the trip is in 44 kilometers. Woohoo! How is the Volkswagen E-Caravelle on a long distance trip? It's relaxing to drive 110 or now 120, I have to say. Especially when it's traffic on a Sunday, 140 is also fine. But during the week, when you drive 140, you just have to slow down so many times, it's a bit annoying. But it drives good. At 110, 120, it's not too loud in here. Android Auto works great, music works okay, consumption is high, but expected. It was a nice drive today. The seat position, especially with the feet, is nice. Where you put the feet. The cruise control is nice. The steering assist is okay, but it doesn't recognize my touch. I have to steer against it, not just touching it, and that's a bit annoying. And sometimes steering assist doesn't turn on for a few kilometers. I don't know why. And the cruise control slows you down even when you get out already and you want to pass, where ID cars, they're already accelerating. They know that just better. Here it's still old, but I'm happy. I'm okay with it. It was an okay drive. I wouldn't want to go 1,000 kilometers in this because it just will take so long. since it doesn't charge amazing. It was 20 minutes now from 18 to 48%, so 30% we charged in, and this is on the bottom, and it charged with 120, then 110, and then 70 kilowatt. And if you want to support the channel, you can do that here on YouTube via channel membership, and you get something for it. You get early access to every video when I upload it right away. Members can watch it, and also if something very, very important is happening, you get to be informed first. I have 18 kilometers till we go off the highway, and I'm driving my 120 again. We have a bumpy road right now, and that also means it's loud in here when it's bumpy. It really is. Every bump is like boom in here. And I see a lot of trucks with BMW's iX3 driving around, because in the beginning of March it's all the dealers can give test drives and everything. So of course they're being delivered to all the dealers. That's so cool. They're going north, so not on my side. We end our time here. There was a bit of traffic jam at 11:41, and our trip data. Then let's analyze this amazing drive. Average consumption 320 watt-hours per kilometer. Car said 320 kilometers driven. Real Google Maps says 322. It took me 4 hours and 5 minutes, but I had to deduct 4 minutes where I had a pee break. So we have an average speed, including charging, of 80 kilometers an hour. I drove 110 and then I charged for 50 minutes. But this was also expected. And this is just something you have to know. Mean charging sessions, first was 14 to 75%, 34 minutes, 43 kilowatt hours, average 76. And the second one, 18 to 48, 60 minutes, 21 kilowatt hours, I get to 79 kilowatt. So your average is around 75 to 80 kilowatt that you can get. So 50 minutes charging for 64 kilowatt hours. This does not include the ending where I was at home back again. And I don't think that if I would have driven on a day where there was no traffic, I would have been that much faster, because I rarely drove slower than what I wanted to drive. That didn't happen too many times. The rain, of course, had an impact. I'm sure I would have a tiny bit lower consumption with the rain. But still, the car is not made for this long distance trip. But if you have to drive approximately 80 kilometers an hour is your average speed, including charging. If you want to follow me on Instagram, BatteryLife1. But that's it for me. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.